And welcome to the MCA BKC Members Premier League 2025 brought to you by the KFT Holidays. This is match day 2, match number 3, FAIRLANE Fighters and the JC Spartans 4 Oaks. And I think FAIRLANE will spin the coin. Yes, 4 Oaks will. Heads is the call. And it. What are you going to do, sir?
We are going to chase.
All right, so they are going to be batting. Going to be bowling first. Okay, so yep, the toss ka boss. We have a sponsor as well. The toss, sir. If you to the winning captain, yes. All right. FAIRLANE Fighters are the toss ka boss, and yes, news from the center is the Fighters have won the toss and they'll be bowling first. Well, good evening and a warm welcome to all of you. This is the KFT Travel presents MCA BKC Members Premier League 2025, the season 4 of this tournament, and we are here at the Somaya Cricket Ground. It's match day number 2, match number 3. The two teams going head to head for the first time in the tournament, playing their first respective games. JC Spartan 4 Oaks versus the FAIRLANE Fighters. FAIRLANE Fighters winning the toss, electing to bowl first. Shivanandan Konar, the vice captain, was there at the toss in the absence of Chetan Kapoor. Winning the toss, he was the toss ka boss, and we have a sponsor for that, Just Baked. It's going to be a cracker-jacker of a game. Gurmeet with the ball in hand. And the first ball to be faced by Vijay Singh. Oh, and he's got him first ball inside edge. Networth Properties wicket on the first ball itself. Can you believe it? A huge inside edge. And it went crashing into the off stump. The bails were lit. And that is quite an extraordinary, remarkable start for the FAIRLANE Fighters, as they've got the big fish, Vijay Singh, back to the hut. The new man in is Ashray, and what a start this has been. It's been an extraordinary start, to be very honest, because this power play, usually where Vijay Singh is the most lethal and destructive when it comes to scoring runs in the first 6, and was unfortunate. He got a huge inside edge and it went crashing into the off stump. The first wicket was down on the very first ball, and that is what you want to see in this game of cricket. Something extraordinary happening here at the Somaya Cricket Ground. Gurmeet to continue, beautifully bowled, played into the onside on the first ball. Slight bit of movement away from the right-hander. Ashray in at number 3. Well, who would have thought? He certainly wouldn't have thought that he was out there so early. Vijay Singh, usually one of the more consistent batters that you'll see in the circuit. Unfortunate to have got out today on the first ball. This time a short delivery punched into the offside. Well fielded mid-off. Will cut it off. A packed offside field, 6 on the off, 3 on the leg. There's no slip in place. That's an interesting setup in my opinion, given that there's a deep cover and a deep backward point on the boundary. The power play forces you to have 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. However, change of strike means Mohit Chaturvedi is going to be on strike for the first time in the game, in the tournament. Oh, and he's missed out on a full toss, and so has the keeper. The ball's racing away towards the fence. Will this be a boundary? I think it is. Buys and 4. A Pradhan infra space 4. Trying to slog the ball into the leg side, and I think Mohit himself was taken by surprise with that kind of a delivery. Gurmeet usually is in the right areas with the new ball, but this time around just bowling a juicy full toss, which was completely missed by Mohit Chaturvedi and was the keeper as well. 4 bonus runs and then immediately a change in field. You can see the point has come inside the circle and mid-wicket goes on the boundary. Here goes Gurmeet. Short delivery, trying to pull into the leg side, completely missed by Mohit. Short third man will prevent a single. Both the batters, for a fraction of a second, had a slight bit of a hesitation. But thankfully, they both are at the safe ends. Here goes Gurmeet again. Last ball of the over. That's much better. That's a better delivery. And Mohit gets back to ball for the first time, and that's the end of the first over. It's 5 for 1 after 1. Well, the first over was in complete favour of the FAIRLANE fighters. It's been a top-notch start for them, and I really feel that the JC Spartan 4 Oaks, they need to get themselves together. The two fielders outside the circle are deep extra cover and long on, and well, what I've been told from Manavendra Mishra here, it's Pushpa is coming to bowl. Beautiful delivery, excellent delivery to start off, then into the offside for a single. It is Shivanandan who's coming to bowl. Well, he's a magnificent batter as well. Also came in for the toss, won the toss, elected to bowl first, and bowling in the power play his mystery spins. How well is Mohit equipped to negate these mystery spins of Shivanandan? Or trying to slog the ball into the leg side, a complete play and a miss. Was it the outside edge or just a play and a miss? I'm not too sure, but it is a dot ball. Beautifully bowled by Shiva. It's a top start this for the FAIRLANE fighters, and they continue to put the pressure on the JC Spartan 4 Oaks. Shiva again, this time tucked away into the leg side, looking for a quick single. Chance of a run at the non-strikers end. Direct hit needed. Oh, direct hit needed. Mohit was struggling to get at the non-strikers end. He got a good chunk of the willow into the leg side. It did come off the middle of the bat. It was timed well. Hence, he had very less time to take the run. It's 7 for 1. Here goes Shiva again. Very well played off the back foot. Ashray was looking for a single, but he was denied by Mohit. And I think Mohit is not looking to take those risky singles. He wants to play these over out somehow. Wants to build a partnership here. And to be honest, the last thing that they want here is a run out. It will be absolute curtains for them. In a tight over so far. As Shiva continues. Tossed up, outside off some Yorker length, looking for a quick single. Or run out chance at the striker's end again. Oh, Mohit was a bit too late to react. Got plenty of batters in the lineup, to be honest. They've got Sumeran as well. Seen Sumi score those big runs in the members cricket tournament whenever he's got the chance. This is the members Premier League of the MCA BKC. Oh, again trying to slog the ball down the ground, Mohit. That's the end of the second over, and 3 runs of it. It's 8 for 1 after 2 overs. Here's Gurmeet to continue outside off stump. That slashed hard into the gap. And deep extra cover. Will cut it off. I think it's Dave out there in the deep. A youngster, always a great addition. Always an asset when you have a team full of experience. You need that combination of youth and experience in your team to make a perfect balance. I think that's what the FAIRLANE fighters have gone for in the auctions, and you've seen they've got a decent auction as the team that they've got off to. Looks like a positive one. Mohit Chaturvedi goes down the ground. He's timed it well, and that is going to be a net worth properties for straight down the ground over long off. It came off the middle of the bat, slightly over pitching on that occasion. Gurmeet looking for that swing away from the right-hander. Was it magnificently well down the ground for a boundary. This is the kind of intent they need to show in the power play, as once the 6th over is finished, you have got to restrict your field. You've got the options of keeping more players out, and the batters then will not have the opportunity to go over the top as they have now. It's the 3rd over in progression. 13 for 1. Here goes Gurmeet again. Down the leg side, and that's going to be a wide. Well kept from the wicket keeper. Well, yesterday we saw 2 very, very good games happening, especially the second one, where the Blossom Legends, they got off to a decent start. At one point they were looking well set for 180, but then eventually just managing 159. And the run chase was quite extraordinary, as Abhishek Zaveri led the charge as the captain of his team. There's an appeal for an outside edge, but I think it was hitting the ground more than anything. These Gladiators getting the first points yesterday as they chased 160 runs. Some brilliant bowling from Neeraj Bajaj, the vice captain of the team. Abhishek Zaveri bowled well and batted well as well. Amit Kohli as well, an extraordinary player. Scored 36 runs last night. And Amit Nayyar gave that finishing touch to the team that was needed this time. Outside off stump, cut away towards point, looking for a single, but very well fielded. One hand pickup. Chetan Kapoor is now on the field, and you can straight away see the impact that he's getting. Sometimes you need that stroke of luck and something out of the ordinary as a fielding unit to give that confidence to the bowler. Gurmeet. Mohit goes into the leg side looking for a quick single, and Ashray. It's quick between the wickets. That's good running. Played towards the short fine leg region. As soon as the ball left the bat, the batters were ready. And the scoreboard needs to keep on ticking in this power play, especially when you have 2 such batters who can get those boundaries at will, regardless of it be the power play or not. Ashray. It's gone in the air. Siva. Oh, he was trying to get to the ball. It was always going away from him. A valiant effort coming to no result, as it's another single. It's the end of the 3rd over, and at the end of 3 overs, it's 16 for 1. It is Shankar who's into the attack now. Shivanand, he bowled 1 over. He bowled a very good over in my opinion, but he's decided to save his overs after the power play. And as you know, the rules are slightly tweaked in the MCA BKC Members Premier League 2025, where you've got a batter that can only bat for 40 runs. Once he crosses 40, he has to be declared or retired out, to be honest. But that's down the leg side. That's a wide delivery, a wild delivery down leg. No chance for the wicket keeper. It's racing away towards the fence as well. It's going to be 4 wides. A net worth property. Boundary. And these are going to be bonus runs Well, a batter can only score a maximum of 40 runs, and once he crosses the 40-run mark, he has to retire himself. And for the bowlers as well, there are some rules that they need to follow. Only a couple of bowlers, only 2 bowlers can bowl a quota of 4 overs. The rest have to bowl 3 overs so that everyone gets an equal opportunity to bowl and bat. Chance of a run out, chance of a run out, direct hit needed. Oh, direct hit was a very, very close call. That's so close. That's a magnificent piece of athleticism by this young bowler, Shankar. Diving to his right, extraordinary effort. Well, these kind of fielding efforts can put the batters in so much pressure. Played towards mid-on, chance of a run out, directed needed at the non-striker's end. Oh my goodness, that was so close. And had there been a directed, it would have been curtains. Mohit had to continue running and come back to the pavilion, but this time around he survives. Well, he's playing a lot with this fortune, and so far fortune has been favouring him, but for how long, that is something we'll have to wait and see. Shankar swinging the ball in to the right-hander. This time outside off stump the ball, holding its shape, trying to cut the ball. Ashray, there was plenty of room for that stroke. The shot was always on, but he did not get any timing, nor did he get the connection. The FAIRLANE fighters are led by Chetan Kapoor, who's come into the field. It's not there at the toss. Shivanandan Konar is the vice captain, and Vinod Muthukumar as well. He's the owner of the team. Outside off, there's an appeal, loud appeal, but I think the umpire denied, as it was just a plain miss. It was mighty close to the outside edge, to be honest, and a perfect length bowled by Shankar. It is the 4th over of the power play, and it's been a decent performance so far by the FAIRLANE fighters. They've kept the grip on the game so far. That early wicket of Vijay Singh, how costly will that prove to be for JC Spartan 4 Oaks? It's in the air, mid-wicket. Well, he's a mere spectator as mid-on cannot get to the ball. That's going to be a net worth properties boundary into the leg side. Slightly short in length, and he's paid the price. 4 overs have been bowled. It's 27 for 1. He's bowled really well so far in this game. He's picked up an early wicket. He picked up a wicket of the first ball of this game, and that's the kind of start that the FAIRLANE fighters were looking for. They've got it. However, they need another wicket. Oh, that's a magnificent delivery. Almost getting Mohit Chaturvedi out. And now the wicket keeper rolling the ball to the stumps and trying to catch him outside the crease, but I reckon that he was always in. You can see that Mohit is showing the signs of intent. He's showing signs of aggression. It's been a little unfortunate to not get the connection on a couple of occasions. He got a boundary in Gurmeet's previous over down the ground for 4. And a slight change in the field now. Mid-on goes to long on and deep extra cover comes inside the circle. Captain realizing that Mohit's hitting zone is straight down the ground. And sometimes you need to read the batter more than the pitch. And that's what the captain Chetan and Shiva together are doing. Here goes Gurmeet. Yorker length driven firmly into the offside. There's no chance for the fielder on the boundary as it races away towards the fence. And it's a boundary. A net worth properties 4. Well, these runs are really crucial at the top of the order. And especially for a player like Mohit Chaturvedi who knows the importance of the opening partnership. Attack sometimes is the best form of defense. That's what these two batters have shown. The JC Spartan 4 Oaks heavily reliant on Mohit right now. As he goes in the air, chance of a catch just over the head of the fielder at point. It's only going to be a single, but for a quick second it was in the air and it felt like Chetan would get to the ball, but it just went over his head. And a little unlucky Gurmeet on that occasion, but he's getting the ball to shape away from the right-hander. It's the 5th over of the power play. 3rd over for Gurmeet, outside off stump driven towards long off. Well played yet again, another single taken. Mohit. Well, 6 overs, 45-50 should be a brilliant start, in my opinion, for the JC Spartan 4 Oaks. They've put in the hard work until now, having lost Vijay Singh so early, especially Mohit. Oh, again he's tried to swing the ball. Again he's tried to swing the ball in the leg side and he's completely played around it. It's good bowling from Gurmeet. He saw the intent from Mohit and he pulled his length slightly back, and that's why there was a huge play and a miss into the leg side. It's magnificent stuff going on here at Somaiya Cricket Ground. The MCA BKC Members Premier League 2025. It's got off to a flying start. Another play and a miss outside off. What an over this has been. Once again trying to use his feet, and that's the end of 5 overs. It's 33 for 1. For the last over of this power play, and Siva is going to be bowling. The fine lower played down the ground, hit firmly back to the bowler. And just look at the pace with which Shiva is bowling. That's something that is a stark reminder for everyone here who's watching this game, that he's not trying to bowl flatter as much as possible. He's tossing the ball up and he's changing the pace time and again, and the length as well. Look at that, this time the flatter delivery. The leg spinner played off the back foot into the offside. That's going to be another single. Ashray. Nice punch off the back foot. And you can see that, you know, Siva likes to keep the batter guessing. Wants a change in field, I reckon. Extra covers on the boundary. Does he want him inside the circle? I think he does. He's calling him up, and the long on goes in position. So long on and long off, the two fielders outside the circle. It's the last over of the power play, and yes, Mohit has got his helmet out. Probably might be getting better vision, and he wants to take Sivanand to the cleaners. Oh, that's another magnificent delivery. Trying to go down the ground. And look at that. Shiva just running back to the bowling run-up. He wants to get through the overs very quickly. And that's a stark reminder, a brilliant sign of a bowler who wants to have complete control over the batter's mind. Not giving him any time to think. Covers goes onto the circle as well. So everyone inside the circle is right up to the 30 yards. Mohit goes down the ground, in the air, chance of a catch. Will it be caught? Oh, in between two players. Did not connect at all. Took a leading edge. Sivanand bowling really well here. Just a couple of runs in the over. 2 balls to go. 35 for 1. It's the final over of the power play. They haven't lost a lot of wickets, but they have not got those runs as well. That's the kind of start they've got off to. It's in the air. This time he's cleared the mid-on region. And it's going to race away towards the fence. A much-needed boundary. A net worth properties 4. And Ashray gets his second boundary of the innings. It was slightly short from Siva. Not enough pace on offer. And that gave him plenty of time to rock on the back foot and pick his spot. And the ground is such, the stadium, the outfield is such that you get full value for your runs. 39 the score for the loss of 1 wicket. It's the last ball now. Last ball of the power play. This time again it's short, it's cut away into the offside. That's very well played. It'll only be a single, so that's the end of the power play. 6 overs have been bowled. It's 40 for 1 for the JC Spartan 4 Oaks. Well, it is going to be Abhishek Singh who's going to be into the attack. And that's a leading edge. It's in the air. Keeper getting under it. And he's taken the catch. Well, for a fraction of a second, he was swirling and twirling, searching for the ball. And a wicket of the first ball at the end of the power play. That is a net worth properties wicket. And certainly a huge one as Ashray makes the long walk back to the pavilion. Took a leading edge. And as comfortable as you can get. The keeper, well, he made it look very, very difficult in the end. And it is 40 for 2. at the loss of the second wicket comes in a key player, a player who's known to get those big runs time and again whenever he gets the opportunity to bat. It is Sumeran. Sumeran. And can you believe on the first ball at the end of the power play that Abhishek has bowled, he's got a wicket. He must be so elated with the fact that it was not the best of his deliveries. Obviously, it was a little shorter in length, trying to tuck the ball into the leg side, and it took a leading edge. The keeper making no mistake, and yep, that was the second wicket of the match. First for Abhishek. Now Sumeran is out there in the middle. There are 5 fielders that I can see outside the circle. There's a deep point in place. There's a deep extra cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. Square legs in, short fine legs in, covers and point. Next ball outside off stump, that's cut away using the pace of the bowler. Played towards deep point. That'll only be a single. Magnificent piece of fielding there. I think it was Shashank. I reckon it was Shashank there, but brilliant effort. Just a single. Well, the field restrictions are lifted. The field is much more spread out. So the singles will be easy to get. But the boundaries, that is something that they'll need to work hard for. Mohit Chaturvedi, well, he knows better than ever, more than anyone, that how tough it is to get those boundaries if the field restriction is lifted. Look at that again, trying to go into the leg side, the ball not turning as much as he would have liked. A complete play and a miss. Mohit, he's very strong and he's very aggressive in his intent. All he needs to do is get that connection right, because the power is such in his swing that once the ball gets out of the middle, it is always going to clear the fence. Abhishek to continue. Slightly shorter in length, cut away towards point, looking for a run. A yes, no situation, but it is going to be another dot ball this time. A much better shot played by Mohit. Waited for the ball to come out of the bat and he cut it away towards the point region. Chetan, lightning quick in that backward point area. Again outside off, he's cut the ball this time straight towards backward point. Another dot ball. So offside is a very packed offside field. You can see there's a cover in place, a point, a backward point, and a short third man as well. So 3 fielders square on the offside, on the leg side, and 1 square leg as well. So 5 fielders are inside the circle. Still, they are attacking the FAIRLANE fighters. They're not giving those easy singles. Slogged into the leg side towards deep mid wicket. There's a youngster on the boundary. Dev gives away just 1. Oh, I reckon it was Gurmeet, beg your pardon. Just 1 there. It's been a magnificent kind of a start here for the FAIRLANE fighters. Toss won by them. They were the toss ka boss, powered by Just Baked, and they've got a complete grip on the game. 7 overs have been bowled, and the score. First time in this tournament, in this game. The FAIRLANE fighters right now are in complete control of this whole innings. You can see they're scoring at runner ball. The JC Spartan 4 OAKS, 7 overs, 2 for 42. And they need a big partnership. Sumi and Mohit, they need to keep going. Shashank. Here he goes. Outside off, that's beautifully bowled. There's no pace given on the ball for the batter to use the pace and guide the ball into the backward point region, nor is he bowling wider enough for him to open his arms. It's the perfect line, perfect length, and Shashank using all his experience. This time outside off stump, there's an appeal, there's a loud shout, and the umpire says not out. Well, pretty convinced was the wicket keeper, but the umpire nodding his head in denial, saying that it's not out. Another dot ball. Too many dot balls in this innings so far by the JC Spartan 4 OAKS. It's 42 for 2. Manvendra Mishra as well is trying to cheer his teammates up, as he always does. Again outside off stump, this time he lets it go. Mohit is waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the ball to be bowled in his hitting zone. He's not going to try to overdo it right now, because he knows that this is a situation where he needs to keep his calm and not throw his wicket away. Quite a lot of times you see that when there are a lot of dot balls being bowled, a batter plays a rash stroke and he gets out. That is not what Mohit needs to do. He's a very experienced player. He's been under such situations plenty of times where he's had to step up and bat through the innings. He can do it today as well. A lot of expectations from his teammates. Fuller length laid down the ground, that's missed by the bowler, and they've not taken the run. That is pretty interesting. And I think Mohit is kind of declaring himself, he's retiring himself from the game. I think he's feeling some kind of discomfort in his... I'm not sure what the reason is, but I see him walking back. Assuming that he's in some kind of discomfort, he's retired himself from the game. And this will be considered as retired out. The new man in place of Mohit is going to be Hiren. Well, I reckon Mohit declared or retired himself because he was feeling some kind of a niggle. I mean, that's all that I can imagine, because he's not that sort of a player who you want to retire before he's got those big runs. And it is going to be Hiren, the new man in. Shashank to continue. Full toss, it's over, waist tight, and he gets off the mark straight away. I think it slipped off his hands, Shashank, and it is going to be a no ball, and the no ball will result in a free hit as well. A free hit for Sumi. It's for a big stroke, and without any repercussions, you can fearlessly go for a big hit. And as the batters have crossed over, there can be a change in field as well. And that's what Chetan is planning to do. He's got a deep cover, deep point as well, along with a long off. Deep mid wicket, long on the boundary on the leg side, 3 on the off on the boundary, 2 on the leg on the boundary, and Shashank bowling the free hit delivery. It's a full toss, tucked away into the leg side. It's in between 2 players. Will it be stopped? Quite comfortably in the end. They get a couple of runs, and it's a good sign that Hiren is out there, because he's quick between the wickets. He can run well. And one stark reminder that in the middle overs, when the field restrictions are lifted, the boundaries kind of soaked up. You need those ones and twos. You need those ones converted into twos, more importantly. And that's what Hiren has been sent up to do. Sumi using the pace, cutting the ball into the offside, looking for a single run out chance, non-striker's end. That's great running. It is the end of the over. 8 overs have been bowled, and at the end of 8 overs, it is 47 for 3. Abhishek to continue. Sumi on strike outside off. He's tried to cut the ball. He's played straight towards point, looking for a single, and they'll comfortably cross over. Well, the fielder there did not want to attack the ball. He allowed them to take that single comfortably, and here we are in a situation where you expect the batters to play risk-free cricket, to play those ones and twos. And as a bowling side, you just want to bowl dot balls. You just want to try to put as much pressure as you can, and a wicket would be a bonus this time, played into the offside. And look at that, great running between the wickets. They have made a plan here, I think. Manvendra Mishra in the dugout along with Vijay Singh. They were sitting and making some ploy of how to take the game forward. Even Sumi was a part of that conversation, and they've, in my opinion, decided that not take any risks, put the bat balls away and look for singles and doubles. Just like that. Look at that, tucked away into the leg side, running the first one very, very hard. Will they come back for two? Sumi is quick, but that's brilliant fielding. It's just going to be a single. And that's what they need to do, take the game forward. It's the middle overs, you need to build a big partnership. We saw yesterday how the team batting first in the first game ended up scoring 172. 173 was the target for the Marshalls Royals, and they fell well short of 26 runs in my opinion, and that was because of the middle overs. This time trying to cut the ball, it's come off the under edge, and it's going to be another single. Oh, it's not the edge, it is a bye given by the umpire, so that will be extras. But still, brilliant bowling from Abhishek. Look at the line and length. It is just top draw stuff that's going on at the Somaya Cricket Ground. Can see this MCA BKC Members Premier League. It's not going to be a cakewalk for any team. However good as an individual you may be, you need to have brilliant support from your teammates. As a batter, you cannot score more than 40, and as a bowler, only a couple of them can bowl 4 overs this time. Again, Sumi using his experience, just tucking the ball into the offside, looking for a quick single, rotating the strike really, really well. And the 50 is up as well. Just realized that they've crossed 50 in this 9th over. 20 overs are a lot of time for the batters to assess the innings. They can easily make a comeback here. JC Spartan 4 Oaks. Hiren tries to go into the leg side, straight towards square leg. Oh, slight fumble will ensure that they cross over for 1. So 9 overs have been bowled, and at the end of 9 overs, it is 53 for 3. Their strategies for the last 10 overs. It is going to be Shashank to continue. Bowled a brilliant first over, deserves to get another one. Hiren on strike. First ball outside off stump, Yorker length, very well bowled in the block hole. Hiren trying to drive the ball through the offside, and now you can see Siva has come a few yards in. Sivanandan has come much inside than where he was standing in the previous over. The point is in as well. So the square on the offside, you can expect that single, but at covers, Siva will try to protect single as well. Laid up ish into the covers region, running the first one hard. Will they come back for 2? I think they're running the second one as well. Well, that's magnificent running between the wickets. It's excellent stuff. It's played towards the extra cover region, and as soon as the ball had crossed the covers and point inside the circle, they were up and running for the second. That's magnificent intent shown in the middle overs. Here goes Shashank again. Oh, he goes inside out. It's in the air. Man there. Just shot. Well fielded. Great effort. Oh, Sumi wants 2. Sumi is gone for 2 as well. Excellent stuff. Was brilliant running between the wickets, and firstly well fielded. The man at long off went for the catch first. He saw that the ball was falling short. He had to adjust really quickly, and then in that process he went for the throw at the non-striker. Then Sumi is quick to react and went for the second run. That's great running. Full toss, played into the leg side this time, straight towards the fielder. Will only be a single. Well, it is the 10th over of the innings, so you don't want to lose a wicket before the drinks break. That should be the target here firstly. Yes, Sumi showing his calmness and composure when he's out there in the middle. Shashank to continue. Outside edge towards short third man, and they'll comfortably get a single. A lot of appreciation from the dugout as they realize the value of each and every run being scored here by these two, Hiren and Sumi, notching up a solid partnership. Last ball of the 10th over. Oh, he's tried to go across the line. It's a leading edge, chance of a catch, and that's been caught. Hiren has just thrown his wicket away. It's a net worth properties wicket, and that's the end of 10 overs. It's going to be drinks on field. Rudra into the attack. Rudra is bowling the 11th over just after the drinks break, and well, a huge wicket that's fallen. Vishal is the new man in. Well, Hiren was looking positive. He's looking very, very good in my opinion. He was trying his best to get the ones into twos, but tried to play a very risky stroke on the last ball before the drinks break and threw threw his wicket away. Tossed up by Rudra, driven beautifully towards long off. They're running the first one hard. Sumi is quick. Will they come back for two? Well, that's brilliant fielding. That's excellent fielding. Just a single. Top draw. This is what you need from your fielders as a bowler. This is the kind of backing that you expect. Rudra will continue. Short delivery played towards the covers. Siva gives another single. Singles are not an issue here for the FAIRLANE fighters. They're very okay in giving those singles away as long as the boundaries seem to have dried up. And I think the wicket of Hiren also was a result of pressure. They were not getting those 4s and 6s. They were trying to get those singles and 2s, and that was not enough for him. Look at that, a magnificent stroke into the offside. He's not picked it up at all. But it's only going to be a single. Oh, they're going to go for 2 as well. That's great running. Oh, I think the fielder there did not spot the ball at all. Was searching for it in the background. Sometimes it's difficult at the Somaya cricket ground. And they get a single. They get one extra, in fact. Rudra to continue. Two balls to go. Oh, he's gone across the line. Has he got him? I think he has. Has he? I think he has got him. We'll wait and see. There is a review available. Will they opt for it or not? That's something we'll have to check again. Yes, he has taken. Siva has taken the review. Siva has asked for it, so we'll wait and see what happens. And yes, the news is confirmed. Vishal is out. He played across the line and he's cleaned him up. Trying to slog the ball into the leg side. He completely missed the line, and I think the ball turned as well a little bit. And Rudra gets his man. The 5th wicket goes down, and half the side now back into the pavilion as the team is reeling right now with 5 down. 64 for 5. The new man in is person who we all look forward to seeing a lot in the field. A very interesting character, Manavendra Mishra. Vicky, belovedly called by many, and he's out there because Vishal tried to slog the ball into the leg side and he completely missed that one and was cleaned up. Rudra gets a wicket for himself. Here he goes for the first time to Vicky, who slogs the ball into the leg side. Look at that first ball, and he is ready for the challenge as he plays it towards deep mid wicket and gets a single. That's the end of 11 overs. It's 65 for 5. Shashank, change of ends for him. Manavendra is going to be on strike. There are 2 covers in place. Covers, extra cover, a deep extra cover in position as well, a little square of the wicket. And now there's a change in field. There's a man at point, a backward point, and a straightish sort of a short third man. On the leg side, you've got 3 fielders on the boundary, a deep mid wicket, a deep square leg, and a long on. Shashank into his 3rd over. The captain has shown faith in him as he's bowled really well in his first 2. And he's cleaned Vicky up as well, Manavendra. Well, a few days back he won the best bowler of the tournament on this very ground. And with the bat he tried his best to play an attacking sort of an innings. But the second ball, tried to pull it away into the leg side, did not bounce as much as he would have liked. He's a tall lad and it just went through him. And he's rattled the stumps. Net Worth Properties wicket, wicket number 6, 65 for 6. Well, Sumi is losing out on partners left, right and centre since the time he's gone out there to bat. Mohit has retired himself out. You saw Hiren getting out after that. Vishal playing an aggressive stroke and perishing, and even Manavendra Mishra. So he's lost 4 partners since the time he's come to the crease. It's 6 down for 65, and right now in this crisis situation, in comes Varun Sabu. Well, heavy expectations, a lot of people who've been following the MCA BKC Members Premier League, they know that Sumi is that sort of player who likes to take pressure on himself. But if he's losing out on partners the way it's happening today, there's very little that he can do. Varun, the first ball outside off stump, tucks it away towards backward point, looking for a quick single, he gets off the mark. Brilliant batting. And this is the smartness that one needs to show. Just give as much strike as they can to Sumi and let him take the onus upon himself. That's what one can expect from Sumi when he's out there in the middle. And Shashank, well, he gets another wicket to himself. Getting Hiren out first, and then Manavendra tried to pull the ball into the leg side. Completely missing it. Sumi cuts the ball, it's into the gap. Man, a deep extra cover. Attacking the ball, that's very well done. Keeps it down to 1. A great throw as well. Oh, it's hit the stumps. Great effort from the man on the deep extra cover fence. It's 67 for 6. Well, you've lost 6 wickets and you need a partnership now more than ever. If these two keep just those 1s and 2s on, 4-5 run and over for at least the 16th or 17th over, they can actually get to a respectable, decent score. That should be the target for them as the Shashank continues. Oh my goodness, that's another fantastic delivery, took the inside edge, and that is going to be a dot ball. Varun was so lucky that the ball did not go onto the stumps. When you look at Shashank, you don't see that he's express pace, nor does he spin the ball too much, but the line and length at which he bowls causes all sorts of troubles. Look at that, again, in the right areas. Oh, looking for a single, Sumi. He has to hurry back, Siva, one of the better fielders in the FAIRLANE fighter squad. That is another dot ball, last ball remaining of the over. 67 for 6. Can he finish the over well, Shashank? Oh yes, certainly he can. Took the under edge, goes towards the fielder behind the stump, shot third man, he'll cut it off. 68 for 6 at the end of 12 overs. Well, it is going to be Rudra to continue. He picked up a wicket in his previous over, wicket of Vishal. So he is going to be shown faith in by the captain. Oh, tossed up, he's slogged into the leg side. There's a man there, but it's going to go over his head, is it? Yes, it is. That is the first net worth properties maximum off the bat of Varun Sabu. It's a breakthrough stroke. A stroke that will give plenty of confidence. It was a tossed up delivery by Rudra, and the youngster trying to induce a false stroke. And Varun, he was waiting for the opportunity for a tossed up delivery, something that is in his arc. And he gives it the full Monty as it clears the mid-wicket fence with quite comfort. Well, the man on the boundary, he thought for a minute that the ball is coming to him, but the wind blowing from left to right from the end with which Rudra is bowling. Again driven, leans into the drive, it's towards deep extra cover. They'll look for 2. It's a clean pickup and brilliantly fielded. Wow, that is magnificent from Dev. Well, he's just a youngster, probably 18, 17 years of age, and that's just the quality that he's brought to the side in the outfield. You cannot take his arm on, you cannot take him on overall when you talk about him on the field. Sumi on strike. It's well bowled. He tried to cut the ball, and the keeper, look at the anticipation from him. Before he played the ball, the keeper was already a couple of yards to his right, trying to anticipate the cut stroke. Something you see the legend MS Dhoni do time and again for the Chennai Super Kings and for India over the years. But here goes Rudra again. Fuller length, punch down the ground. Well, Varun certainly can bat well. He's come way down the order. I'm a bit surprised to see him at number 8. But sometimes you need the most experienced player to stay as low as possible in the batting order, to give you as much cushion as you can when things go south, just like what happened today. Sumi cuts the ball into the offside. It's straight towards the fielder, and they'll comfortably take a single. Chetan not even attacking the ball. He's not interested in saving those singles as long as the boundaries have dried up. And well, that's exactly what the JC Spartan 4 Oaks want. They want those easy singles to take the pressure off over after over. Rudra, he's got a nice action and a great release. Look at that, again tossed up into the leg side, goes towards long on. There's Shankar, who cuts it off. And that's the end of another over. 13 overs have been bowled. And at the end of the 13th over, it's 79 for 6. Siva. Oh, that's well bowled, tucked away into the leg side. Well played. Towards long on. Siva, probably his final over. Here he goes. Short delivery. Oh, he's tried to cut the ball. He's completely missed that one. And the keeper, well, in that anticipation, he too had moved pretty early. They comfortably get 2. They're going for 3 as well, are they? No, they are not. Just 2 runs taken. Byes was the signal from the umpire. Well, Siva is bowling really well. He's bowled so well today in the power play, and now after the power play is over, that's well hit down the ground from Sumi. It's another single. Sumiran Mehta is at the non-striker's end. Siva, he'll continue. Oh, that's a good delivery. That one just bounced off good length and just went towards short third man. Another single taken. Smart batting, rotating the strike, taking the game forward. A lot of appreciation from Vijay Singh from the dugout. He's applauding his teammates, taking the game as deep as they can, building up a strong partnership, solid partnership for the 7th wicket. Outside off, it's cut straight towards point, looking for a quick single. That's good running. It's brilliant running between the wickets. Still a ball left in the over. Scoreboard has been ticking really well for the JC Spartan 4 Oaks. They lost the toss. The toss was won by the FAIRLANE Fighters, and they were the toss ka boss by our sponsor Just Baked. Got a beautiful hamper from the sponsor. Toss winning captain. Every match will get a hamper from our sponsor, and a big delight on everyone's face as a magnificent hamper. This time it's cut away towards backward point. Another single taken, and that is the end of the 14th over. It's 86 for 6. (14 overs, 86 for 6. It's going to be Abhishek to continue. got a wicket on the first ball today at the end of the power play. Here he comes again. Varun on strike. He's hit it firmly on the ground for a single. They're rotating the strike really well, and that's just what they need right now. Not a lot of wickets remaining, and this is probably the last run-on pair who can bat really well. For the 7th wicket, need to notch up a magnificent partnership. They need those important runs, as many as they'll score. It'll be easier for the bowlers, as the dew factor later might come into picture, which can cause all sorts of discomfort for the bowlers. Here goes Abhishek. That's well bowled, well played by Sumi as well. He's taking the game forward. Sumi run, superb intent, superb batting. 88 for 6 in the 15th over of the innings. But you know, right now, one big over can really put them in the driver's seat. The JC Spartan 4 Oaks, so that's well bowled and well left as well. Varun was outside off stump and he did not offer a shot to it. Perfect line, perfect length, and a crucial dot ball. There's a man at point who's come a few yards in for the dot ball. He's come inside, well inside the circle. Oh, Varun has slogged into the leg side. There's a man there, and he's dropped it, completely misjudging where the ball was going. And not only a dropped catch, but it's also a boundary, a net worth properties 4, and a much needed one. Was in the air for a long time, and well, it was straight towards the man at deep backward square leg. I reckon it was Samir on the boundary, and that's been dropped, and an opportunity goes down begging. How crucial, how costly will this prove to be in the context of the match? As Varun goes down the ground this time, and he gets a single. Varun is waiting for the tossed up deliveries, and once he sees the ball above the eye line, he's going for the big hits. That's the kind of mindset that he's come out with. The good balls will be played for singles, and confirmation it was Samir who dropped the catch early on at deep backward square leg. Sumi on strike, punches it into the offside, looking for another quick single, and that's easy pickings. Ends the over with another one. Overs, 15 overs, it's 94 for 6, and it's Shashank who's bowling his 4th over, final over of his spell. Oh, outside off stump, that's a play and a miss. Trying to punch the ball into the offside. Are they going to look for 2? I'm not too sure if they will. Just one buys is the indication from the umpire. That was a complete play and a miss from the batter, and the keeper as well. Kind of got a bit surprised with that sort of a beaten. They get a single. Varun Sabo is on strike. Varun is batting with some grace and elegance right now, although he has been dropped one. Again, he's locked the ball into the leg side. This time. Oh, he's dropped him again. Oh, Shankar on the boundary, who is under the ball. Another couple of runs, and well, Varun has been very fortunate. Well, the wind is blowing from left to right of the screen, so it's going to be very difficult for Varun to clear the leg side boundary, given that he's going to be hitting always against the wind. So he needs to just cream the ball if that has to clear the boundary. It's very difficult. And Shashank, wicket for himself. Varun survives yet again. And look at that, smart batting, looking for a single. Very next ball. Oh, that's hit the stumps and they'll get 2. Easy 2. Once converted into 2s, that's what momentum does to you. That's what the odd boundaries do to you. They give you immense confidence, and the bowlers and the fielders as well. Shoulders kind of, tensed at now. This partnership is really frustrating. The bowlers, FAIRLANE Fighters, they were on top of the game with 65 for 6 at one point, and this 30-run partnership is kind of helping the JC Spartan 4 Oaks making a comeback. As Sabu is back on strike. Oh, he gets the outside edge. Another single. Bit uppish, but only one. 16th over of the game. Yep, 16th over of the game, and Shashank, full toss, hit back to the bowler. That's a dot ball. Well, Sumi's not tried to take any risk as yet, and that's what we were talking about in the beginning, where he needs to bat till the 16th, 17th over, and then they can go all guns blazing. Stage will be set for an epic final few overs. Chance of a run on the bowler's end though, and Siva could not get the direct hit, and that's the end of the 16th over. At the end of 16 overs, it's 101 for 6. Well, there is a change in bowling and change in the comm box as well. We have a very special guest who's going to be entertaining all of you all for the next couple of overs.
Thank you, Yash, for making me feel like a guest in my own match. It's amazing what lack of hydration can do to players, commentators alike these days. It's been a very interesting game, and after throwing away my own wicket, Vijay throwing away his wicket, couple of other people deciding to just show sportsman spirit by giving away their own wickets, we have a partnership being stitched together by Sumi and Varun. Great ball right in the middle, not trying anything, played down to covers. Shiva, who usually moves like Optimus Prime, taking half an hour on the turning radius, is doing a brilliant work in the field. Is running fast and hard. Varun Sabu, who has been smacking the ball, has called for a helmet. Vijay Singh, who succumbed to a majestic delivery from Gurpreet in the first ball of the match, telling Varun Sabu to keep his head down and not do what MM did for this match. It's a great dynamic on the FAIRLANE team. They have 550 plus players who behave like 60, two 40 plus players who behave like 50, and four youngsters who are making up for all the hard work in the team. Straight down the ground for a six. It's all in the helmet and the bat. Connected beautifully. So what if the player has not scored? At least the bat has scored 40 runs cumulatively. We need some more of those lusty hits to reach a respectable score. And he goes once again. This time to long off, and the ball will run away to the fence. Brilliant batting from Varun Sabu. Finding the gap, left, right, and center. He's got the elevation. He's getting the middle of the bat. Turning up the heat just when it was required. Varun Sabu playing on 35. The 40 retired rule is bringing out players into different thought process. He's top edge. That ball is gonna come all the way to the fence. Brings him on 39. One more hit. One more hit required, and that will be the retirement. It's a very interesting dynamic that the retirement at 40 has brought into the tournament. There are people who think they will get 40 and are getting out for 1 or 2 runs. And then there are people who are supposed to score 10, 20 runs who are getting those 40. And then there are people like Sumi who are playing 40 balls instead of 40 runs. But you know, this 40 has become a numerology factor in this tournament. 40% of the players are not able to move. The remaining 40% player have only 40% mobility in their limbs. The balanced 20 are here to play cricket. This is the biggest tournament they'll play in their career in a year. So they are playing serious cricket, unlike the rest of the people. And that's gone for a wide. Finally, a stroke of luck for JC4 Oaks. विजय बाहर से भिंडी बाजार के बेस्ट हॉकर की तरह एक शॉट बाउंड्री सब चिल्लाते हुए. Let's see if Varun listens to him or decides to do his own thing. That's another outside off stump hit and a miss. I think the pressure of hitting a boundary has gotten to Varun. कहते हैं जब साबू को गुस्सा आता है तो जुपिटर पे ज्वालामुखी फटती है. चाचा चौधरी and Sabu ke days say Sumi can be the Chacha Chaudhary equivalent in this team. His brain works better than the computer. And Varun, and we have Dev who's gonna come and take up the ball here. Bright young prospect of the MCA, 16-year-olds. He's been lightning in the field. He's covered more ground alone than the rest of the team combined. Not let a single boundary go on the super cover region. This actually epitomizes the true beauty of MPL, where after the people who have come here to have a nice chill pill, we have some exciting young talent on display. This would be a very interesting battle between the two players. Smooth run up, slightly back of the arm release, which is a bit confusing, but Sumi pulls it away for a 4. Sumi's got his eye and he waited for that ball, waited it to land, and then pulls it away to the mid-wicket boundary. Spartan 4 Oaks needs a few more of those runs. FAIRLANE captain Chetan Kapoor, who has been unusually quiet on the field today, trying to make some changes in the field. He's got a fine short, fine leg. He's pushing the square fielder a little wide. Hammered into the ground, bottom edge. Wants a single, turn down. You can see the body language of the FAIRLANE team, despite being in such a wonderful position, is not really as choppy as it should be. They are playing a very serious game of cricket. They've outside off stump to Sumi, hammers it on the ground once again, and this time they will sneak a single. 5 runs coming of the first 3 balls. Varun Sabu is on strike, who just needs one more run to retire at this point of time. Will Varun Sabu stand and deliver, or will Dave come and give them a breakthrough? It's a very crucial ball in the innings. Slight change in the field again. The fine leg has been brought back to third man. Goes outside of stump as a leg by. Wanted to hoik it out of the deep fine leg boundary. Gets a nibble on the knee pad and just gets a single. Varun is feeling the burden of the team, asking him to go for that one big hit. And it's swing and miss after swing and miss. This ball's been pitched up and played straight down to the long off boundary by Sumi. Misfield, they're gonna get a double. That's great running. That's very good running. They've snuck one extra run. Sensible batting by the duo. They have rescued the team from a very difficult position. This time it's a full toss and it's played to the square boundary. That's the strength of Sumiran Mehta. Plays a fine square cut. Doesn't try too hard. Doesn't try to hit it over any other place. Sticks to his strength and finds the boundary. Both the batsmen now in their deep 30s. ए भाई हेलमेट ले आओ भाई. हथौड़ा त्यागी वरुण साबू 1 रन और दूर रिटायरमेंट से. Match is getting too intense. I need to go and abuse my team. I'm giving it back to Yash at this point of time to continue politically correct commentary.
Well, thank you so much, Manavendra. And he's put so much effort. 20% of it, not even 20% of it was put when he was batting. But here goes Varun into the leg side. He's used his feet and he's got the boundary that he was looking for, and he can happily walk back to the pavilion now that he's crossed his 40-run mark. Crucial innings in a pressure situation for his team. He's going to have his head held high as he walks back, not out for 43 runs. And the team 133 for 6 after 18.1 overs. It is Ashutosh Dubey who's come out to bat. New player in, he's tucked it away into the leg side. Ashutosh Dubey. Well, he's a very famous personality across Mumbai cricket. He's been the He's been the head coach in the Air India cricket ground for a very long time, where he's groomed talented young cricketers who've later on gone and played for the Mumbai state team. Ashutosh Dubey is a fine bowler who can bat as well. He's coming way down the order. He's been used at that number because of the experience, and they've got so much talent in their batting lineup. Players like Varun Sabu coming down the order. Sivanand outside off stump, that's crunched into the offside. Straight towards the fielder on the boundary, only a single. Ashutosh will be on strike again. Slight adjustments being made to the field, but I think that they need to be very cautious with where you're going to be bowling, because Ashutosh he looks like a very lazy batter, but he's got that lazy elegance in him, where he will pounce on anything short or a full toss. He's waiting for the opportunity, Ashutosh. Superb cricketer. Oh, look at that, he's trying to sweep the ball. There's an appeal though, and the umpire says not out. It is the 19th over of the innings. It was very close. Tried to sweep into the leg side. Siva to continue. Oh, he gets the outside edge. He's opened the face of the bat. To be honest, it was deliberate, where he opened the face of the bat, took the outside edge, and it's gone for a net worth properties 4 towards short third man, and every run being cheered for by Vijay, Manavendra, Vishal and all the teammates who are sitting in the dugout. $139 for 7. Last ball remaining. Siva. He's bowled well throughout the innings, but this over slightly expensive as compared to his other overs. Ashu Dubey. Last ball of the over. He's tried to slog the ball into the leg side, and that's the end of 19 overs. It's 139 for 7. Sumiran. Last over of the innings. Well, he started off with a hike into the leg side. Long chase. Oh, that's well fielded. But they're going for the second. It's going to be a run out for sure. Ashutosh Dubey not even in the screen, not even in the frame there, as another wicket goes down. A run out. A brilliant throw from the boundary. And that's the 8th wicket down for 140. Amit, the new man in. It's the last over of the innings. Across the line he goes, and that is going to be out. Finger goes up. Trying to slot the ball into the leg side, and that's leg before wicket. Net Worth Properties, wicket number 9 of the match. It's 140 for 9. And Sumi, after a very well played innings, is to walk back to the pavilion. The last man in is RJ, Ravindra Junjunwala, the number 11 player who has come out to bat in this final over of the innings. Short ball, well, a bouncer that's been pulled away into the leg side. Only a single is what they'll get. Yep, just one. Just one. Here he goes again. Another short delivery outside off stump. He's let it go. It's a wide ball called. He'll have to bowl that one again. Each and every run is very crucial now. The last wicket. Amit and Rabindra, the two players out there in the middle. Oh, and he's got him. The last wicket is gone as well. And they're all out. Net Worth Properties wicket. And they're all out. 142. All out. 143 will be the target. Hello and welcome back to the run chase. 142 is the first inning score by the JC Spartan Oaks. Manvendra Mishra. Well, he's opened the bowling. A couple of runs already on the board. In fight. Karan Jain is on strike. Chetan at the non-striker's end. Well, Karan Jain, he's a destructive opening batter. His built-in persona that he likes to hit and sixes. Mishra away into the leg side. Fumble from Ashutosh Dubey as it goes towards the fence, and that's the first. Both properties 4 was a short delivery which he tried to pull into the leg side, and he got the full chunk of it. Karan Jain, well, he cannot keep quiet for long, cannot keep him out of the game for a very long time. Karan Jain knows the importance, the value of these initial few runs. When you're chasing 140, you need a great start in the power play because these are tricky totals. You know, an active power play with the bat can really put pressure on you when the field restrictions are lifted. A couple of good overs in the middle can spin the game away to the opponents. And yes, Karan Jain, change in field, long on the boundary. Deep point in position for Mishra. Oh, beautiful delivery. There's a loud shout. Says it's going down leg. And an interesting first over. 6 runs of it. It's 6 without loss after 1. Varun into the attack. That's outside off. That's punched off the back foot. Very well hit. A strong strike from Chetan. Slight fumble will ensure a couple of runs. What a stroke that was off back foot Chetan. I think the man at covers was Sumi. He got a hand to it. And a couple of runs is what they get. Eight without loss. It's the second over in this power play. A lot of field changes being made here. They want fielders on the offside as well. Varun Sabu did a magnificent knock in the first innings, helped his team get to a big score this time. Tucked away into the leg side towards short square leg. And there is Mohit Chaturvedi, but he'll not be able to prevent a single. Nine without loss is the second over. second over of this run chase, 9 without loss, and target of 143. Well, a good starter. 6 over 50 run start without a loss of a wicket would be ideal for the Fairlane fighters. They've got plenty of batters in their batting lineup. And these two themselves are pretty much capable of doing half the job for their team. Packed offside field, 5 on the off, mid-off covers, extra cover point and a shot third man inside the circle. Shot fine leg, square leg, deep mid wicket and long gone on the boundary on the leg side. Here goes Sabu again, a dot ball. Was off the back foot, punched back to the bowler. Slightly short in length, he did not pick the length up early, Karan. Karan Jain. He's got his helmet out. Look at that, full face of the bat, back to the bowler, another dot ball. He's not in any sort of a hurry. Knows it's not a big total and he knows that the boundaries will be easy to come by, as is the power play. Here goes Sabu again. Oh, that's well bowled. Really, really well bowled. It's a brilliant second over. First over was not bad either. Manvendra Mishra giving away just 6 runs in the first. And the start of this over as well. It's been quite tight. Here goes Varun, short delivery, trying to cut the ball. It did not come out of the bat as well as he would have liked. 3 runs off the over. It's 9 without loss after 2 overs. Really well played from Chetan Kapoor. It's racing away towards the fence. Will this be stopped? Well, it's stopped right close to the boundary ropes. They do get a couple of runs. The outfield is slightly soaked up with dew. As it's another couple of runs. Chetan Kapoor, the captain of the Fairlane fighters, he knows that this situation is ideal with a hard, shiny new ball and those field restrictions and the pace of Mishra. And look at that, that's the quick delivery. Before the bat could come down, the ball was already through to the keeper. This Mishra guy is very quick, he's tall. Gets the ball to swing away from the right-hander. He's got a good bouncer on him as well. I've seen on pitches that are flat as a mirror. Even on those pitches, Mishra tends to get that extra bounce and some purchase. Look at that, cramping him for room, a single taken towards point. It's good running between the wickets. Karan Jain is on strike now. Here goes Mishra again. Karan on strike and look at that shot. He waited for the short pitch delivery. He was waiting on the back foot. He saw the ball pitched in short and he pulled it beautifully in front of square for 4. That's a net worth properties boundary into the leg side. And the pace of Manvendra helping the batter's cause as Karan Jain gets yet another boundary. Well, that was a crunching blow into the leg side. What a stroke that was from Karan Jain. He's an important batter. Really important batter for the FAIRLANE fighters. Off the back foot, that's played down the ground. That's well bowled. That's much better from Manvendra. Well, he cannot be over pitching here. Mishra, he knows that, and hence he's bowling a little shorter. It's a decent pitch, and today being the only game of the day 2, it is going to be a fairly better wicket to bat on for both the teams. Here goes Mishra, the slower delivery down the leg side. That's missed by the batter, missed by the keeper. That's going to be a single. Vijay Singh, ball did not carry. An appeal for run out, but I think the Chetan was inside the crease, wide, +1. It is 18 without loss in the 3rd over of the innings, and it's been quite a nice start this. For the FAIRLANE fighters, haven't lost a wicket. It was quite the opposite for the JC Spartan Oaks as they lost a wicket of the first ball of their innings. That too, it was Vijay Singh. And there it is. Well, just when I thought that it's been a brilliant innings, a wicket falls down. Net Worth Properties wicket, Yorker from Mishra. And just giving a nice little send-off to the opposite captain, Chetan Kapoor. Big wicket. Human is Siddharth Chawda, but he'll be at the non-striker's end. 3 overs have been bowled, and it's 18 for 1 after 3 overs. be Varun Sabu to continue. There's a deep mid wicket in place, a long on. The two fielders outside the circle. Square leg in, 3 on the leg side, 6 on the off. Karan Jain punches off the back foot, wants a single. Oh, run out chance, run out chance. Slight fumble there. Well, a clean pickup by Hiren could have been a close call. But the ball just bouncing right before he could pick up the ball. I think the odd bounce helping both the batters. Chawda now on strike. Here goes Varun. Outside off stump, that's been crunched into the gap. It's very well timed and it's racing away for 4. Slight bit of room for Siddharth and he's lashed onto it as he gets a boundary for himself. Great looking stroke for 4. It's been a fantastic start this. They've lost an early wicket though. But apart from that, it's been smooth sailing so far. The outside edge, that's another boundary. Net worth properties 4 opens the face of the bat. That was a deliberate stroke into the offside. And the man at shot third man had no chance. Mohit Chaturvedi. He was a bit squarer. As another boundary, 2 4s and 2 balls. And this one even better than the previous one. As the first one was a little muscle through the offside. This is delicate, deft touch towards shot third. Here goes Varun again. That's much better. A little slower through the air and he's played on the front foot. Not trying to take too many risks here. He's waiting for the opportunities. He's waiting for the balls to be in his hitting zones. That is how he should play. That is how they should bat. Oh, there's an appeal, there's a loud shout. And that's been given. Oh, how big this wicket is going to prove to be. He's not happy with the decision, but the finger goes up. Out, says the umpire. Leg before wicket. He's still not able to believe that it was given out, but he has to walk back to the pavilion. Net worth properties wicket. First one for Varun Sabu. Well, the new man in is Samir Bhansali. He's out there in the middle. Samir. First ball, oh that's another beautiful delivery, appeal, but I think it's hitting him high. And he has to get a single as well, and he'll get it comfortably in the end. Samir was running clueless where the ball was, and that single ends the over. 4 overs have been bowled. It's 28 for 2. Four overs, 28 for 1. A change in bowling now. Rabindra Jhunjhunwala is into the attack. Manvendra Mishra has gone for a few runs, and hence he's decided to stop his spell in the power play. He might come on later, but right now it's RJ into the attack. Man at deep extra cover, sweeper on the offside along with a long on for Samir right now. Target of 143 that's been set. Needs to be chased down. They need a blistering start here if they are to win the game today. Tucked away into the leg side, and leg buys should be the call. First ball angling a little bit down leg, and they get an easy one. Karan Jain on strike. RJ to continue. Short ball that's punched into the leg side. Has he got the gap? I think he has. But it'll only be a single that's well fielded. Man at mid wicket giving only one away. This is match number 3, match day number 2. FAIRLANE fighters winning the toss, electing to field. And they've done a fantastic job so far, where they got JC Spartan 4 Oaks, beg your pardon, all out for 142. In reply right now they are about 30 for 2. As RJ continues outside off stump, that's been crunched. Oh, that's well fielded. It's really well fielded. Beautiful effort. Man at point making no mistake. Saving at least a couple of runs if not more. Here goes Rabindra. Oh, he's tried to pull the ball into the leg side. He's completely missed it. And yes, no, run out. Oh, Samir survives. Well, there was utter chaos out there in the middle. They need to have a word with each other, because this way it's not going to work out for them. Samir and Karan Jain, 2 important batters. They cannot throw their wickets away here. Here goes Rabindra once again. That's well bowled, played into the leg side, looking for a quick single. I think he'll get it comfortably. It's great running between the wickets. Bit wayward of a throw, but oh, they'll go for 2. A slight fumble. Well, that's not good fielding. That's not good backup. Easy 2. Should have been just a single. They get a bonus run. It's the 5th over of the power play. Here he goes again, outside off stump, trying to cut the ball. There was not enough room for that shot. And that's the end of the 5th over. 32 for 1. Five overs. It is 32 for 2. Sabu to continue, slight fumble at the non-striker's end. Karan Jain running to the danger end and comfortably crossover. Varun Sabu is into his third over. It's the last over of the power play. It's 33 now. Another 10 runs in this over will be a very, very good start, a positive start for the FAIRLANE fighters. As Samir will be continuing. He's on strike outside off stump. He's punched the ball into the offside. That's well fielded, but it's going to be a single. This is match number 3, like I said, MCA BKC Members Premier League 2025 tournament. Our title sponsors are KFT Holidays, KFT Travels. Tournament is powered by Equitas Small Finance Bank. Fitness partners are Pilates Academy. Will also be giving out vouchers to the best fielder in the match. One free Pilates session. As Sabu continues, Karan Jain tries to go down the ground outside edge to a short third man, and that's going to be another single. That was a very, very lucky moment for KJ. Karan Jain tried to slog it on the leg side, and it is another single. Samir and Karan, two extremely good batters, both different than the other. Then into the leg side this time, another single taken. Amit at short square leg could not prevent the single. Extra cover comes inside the circle and mid wicket on the boundary now for Sabu. Karan Jain, last over of the power play, asking the fielders to come from the circle. That's smart work from Varun. Here goes Sabu. Oh, and there goes Karan Jain. Look at that finesse. He just glanced it off his pads, and that's racing away towards the square leg fence for 4. And it's a net worth properties boundary into the leg side. With a short delivery onto the pads, and all he had to do was beat the fielder inside the circle. There was no one square on the offside, square on the onside, beg your pardon, on the boundary. That's a net worth properties 4. Another one for KJ Karan Jain as he looks solid on the charge. Last ball of the power play. And KJ off the back foot. Karan Jain goes towards mid-off. And he gets a single. He'll keep strike. That's the end of 6 overs. It's 41 for 2. long off, deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and a sweeper on the offside. The 5 fielders that I can see outside the circle. Change in bowling as well. It's going to be Vishal, who was introduced into the attack. There's a man at short mid wicket inside the circle. Ashutosh Dubey standing at mid wicket. Covers point, and a short third man in the offside inside the circle. Karan Jain batted well so far, but needs to bat a little longer. Another 102 runs to win of 84 balls. Short ball, and that's a crunching blow into the leg side. Long chase for the fielder at square leg, who's done well so far. He's got a foot out and he's going to give away a couple of runs, but he saved 2. That's more important. It was a short pitch delivery from Vishal. Could have been bad 2 overs for them, but only a couple of runs. That's really well fielded. Karan. Again short, he's punched it down the ground. Gets yet another single. Another single taken. Sameer will be on strike. Similar sort of a field for Sameer as well. And Vishal will be continuing. That's upish, but in the gap. They're running the first one hard. Are they going to come back for 2? I'm not too sure about it. The fielding has been good on that occasion. Hiren attacking the ball. Only a single given away. Field restrictions are lifted, so the boundaries are not going to be that easy to come by unless you bowl poor deliveries. Again punched off the back foot, looking for a run, denied. There's a good early call. Ravindra standing at short cover. No run, dot ball. 4 runs of 4 balls in this over. Outside off, wide ball called. Was well outside off stump, outside the tram line. That's an extra. Short and punched away into the leg side. A misfield here will be a single. Ashutosh Dubey, the man at short mid wicket, a slight fumble from him ensures the batters can cross over for a single. Last ball of the over, 6 runs of it. And I think he wants a change of glove on the next ball. It's the last ball of the over. Sameer opens the face of the bat towards point, and it's going to be a dot ball. 6th of the over. It's 47. 48, beg your pardon, for the loss of 2 wickets after 7 overs. It is Ashray Rao who is going to be coming into the attack. First ball, it's been punched into the offside. It's a long chase for Sumi, and he does well. That's excellent fielding. It's real good effort from the man on the long off boundary. Only a single. Really good stuff. Just one taken. Change in field now. Man from mid wicket coming into the offside, so they want a packed offside field. Ashray. Well, they need a breakthrough here. The way things are, looks a little difficult to defend this total. We all know cricket is a very, very funny game. We've seen some strange and yet remarkable things happen. This time outside off stump play towards the backward point region. It is another dot ball. That's a good delivery though. There he goes again, tossed up. Or using his feet, and there's the wicket. There is the wicket that they were looking for, trying to play across the line. Tried to use his feet, get down to the pitch of the ball. And a complete play and a miss. The third wicket goes down, and that's Net Worth Properties wicket number 3, first of the game for Ashray. New man in is Dev, playing the first time in the MCA BKC Members Premier League. And on his debut, he's put a brilliant show in the field. He's done extraordinarily well. Standout fielder so far in the first innings he was. He's come into bat. Cuts off the back foot. Well played, but well fielded as well. Been a tidy over this. Last ball. Short ball that's been tucked away, and these are his first runs. He will keep strike. The 50 comes up at the end of 8 overs. 8 have been bowled. It's 50 for 3 after 8. Vishal will continue. Well, that wicket in the previous over has really given the bowlers a small boost that they can make a comeback in the game. Although Karan Jain is stranded at one end, losing partners. And this time outside off stump, trying to play the cut shot. They've not a lot of foot movement, just the hands went for that stroke, not the feet. And that's well bowled from Vishal. He's a smart chap. He's a very experienced chap, and he knows how to get the overs done. Sometimes, you know, the youngsters who come into bat don't want to get them out. You just want to ensure that they eat those balls up. This time tucked away into the leg side. That's another single. See, looking at Dev, you know that he's not going to be able to hit those sixes from the get-go. He first needs to settle his eye in. And this is the time where the bowlers can put in those 5-10 dot balls in a span of 2 to 3 overs if they're bowling to Dev. At the same time, they have to be cautious and smart enough to give those singles away when Karan Jain is on strike. Because as long as he's out there in the middle, they're not away, not out of the game. Outside off stump, Yorker, well bowled from Vishal. Still They'll have Siva to come into bat. Of course, they have Vinod, who is left as well. So, plenty of batting yet to come. Shankar as well, Shanks. Karan using his feet, trying to go into the leg side, and that's the pressure. See, a few dot balls in the previous over and a couple of them here as well, forcing him to play that big stroke, that breakthrough shot. And sometimes that breakthrough shot can lead to your dismissal, and Karan Jain needs to put a value on his wicket. Slashed in the air, well fielded from Ravindra. He does not mind giving a single away. Just a couple of runs in the over, 1 ball to spare still. Can Vishal finish the over well? Dev, the youngster, can he support his senior teammate Karan Jain at the non-striker's end? Last ball of the over. Plays into the leg side and he's laid down for a dot ball. 2 runs of the over, magnificent over. It's 52 for 3 after 9 overs. Well, the pressure is pretty evident on Karan Jain as well, having lost so many partners and now finding himself with the youngster at the non-striker's end. He has to take the responsibility, and that's the stroke that they were looking for. That's the breakthrough shot, and that's over the mid-wicket region. That's a net worth properties maximum. Using his feet, goes into the leg side for a huge 6. Brilliant hit. That was needed, was much needed. He uses his feet, tried to get to the pitch of the ball. He still didn't get to it eventually. But the power of Karan Jain, taking the ball over the mid-wicket fence for a maximum. The first ball of Ashray's second over. This is the 10th over of the innings. Still a lot of cricket to be played in this game. It's a big game. Still a lot of overs remaining. Tossed up outside off stump, and that's a wide ball. Wide called by the umpire. The bowler's not happy, but it was outside off stump, says Vijay, and no argument made by the keeper. Usually the keeper is at a better angle. This time again it's going to be a wide. So now the bowler's feeling the pressure. Look at that. It's a cat and mouse situation going on here. 6 wide. Karan Jain again using his feet, takes a huge inside edge, and that's going to be at least a couple of runs. At least a couple. Will they go for 3? Not too sure, just 2. Settling for a couple of runs, and that's good as well. This is the over that they were looking for. 10 runs already of it. Ashray almost inducing that false stroke. Karan Jain using his feet, trying to go into the leg side, and he got a huge inside edge. Tossed up, Karan goes down the ground, and that's the maximum. A net worth property 6. Down the ground for 6. He's now moved to 38. In fact, he's moved on to 39. He will be declared after this ball, after this run, in fact, if he gets. He's on 39, so he wants to get a boundary and be retired out, not take a single and get retired out. The more runs you get, the merrier. Because after 39, if you get a boundary, you'll move on to 43, and 4 runs more will be added to your total. And Karan Jain, that's why trying to go down the ground. There is Sumi there, makes no mistake. And that's another dot ball. They've not taken the run. That is pretty interesting. Last ball of the over. Karan Jain using his feet tries to go down the ground again. There is Manavendra who shall cut it off. In fact, still a ball remaining in the over. Those couple of wides were too expensive. 68, 69 for the loss of 3 wickets. Last ball. Karan into the leg side, and that's a mighty blow. Net worth properties maximum. 10 overs. It is 75 for 3 now. We'll have drinks on field. Inside edge of the first ball after the drinks break and gives Siva the strike. Siva, well, for those of you who don't know, he is an exceptional batter. He's one of the key players, the backbones of this particular batting lineup for sure. Given the fact that he's coming lower down the order is purely because of the fact that 40 runs is the score after which you have to get declared, and had he come top of the order, And if he had scored 40, he would have been retired pretty early. And look at that. Look at that. This is what he brings to the table. First ball that he's faced goes over the head of the bowler, straight as an arrow. And that's a net worth properties 4, straight down the ground. And Siva gets off the mark with a magnificent boundary. This is why he was waiting low down the order. And the dew factor as well will now slightly come into the picture. As this is the only game to be played, it will be a relatively better pitch, because it is the technically second innings that we are seeing here. Yesterday we had 2 matches, so 4 innings on the same pitch. There is slight bit of deterioration and wear and tear as well. This time he goes outside off stump, he slashed it hard, and that's yet another net worth properties 4. 2 fours of 2 balls. And well, Sivanand, he's looking to finish things off early. It is just the 11th over and already the score is flyed past 80. It's 84 right now for the loss of 4 wickets. They've lost wickets, yes, but more importantly, they've got the experienced Sivanand out there in the middle. How long before he makes one mistake too many to go back to the pavilion? Ravindra trying his level best. Again, it's hit down the ground firmly towards long off. Should only be a single. Throws at the non-striker's end. You know, this is a great exposure and experience for a youngster like Dev as well. He's playing probably the first time in such a big tournament. Just 16 years of age, 16 years young. We've seen the confidence brimming on the field when he's got the chance to be on the outfield. And now with the bat, and look at that. Look at that, brilliant. Firmly hit towards long off. And this is where champions are made, you know. This is how a youngster rises up the ranks and becomes an exceptional talent. We have seen glimpses of how good he is on the field. And now with the bat as well. And you cannot ask for a better partner at the non-striker's end than Siva, who can mentor him, guide him, and help him through this crucial phase of the game. That's well bowled, well played into the leg side. And I think they'll settle for one. They don't want any risk whatsoever. It's been an expensive over already. 11 overs have been bowled, and the score at the end of 11 overs is 87, 12 of the over. Vishal to continue. That's a full toss driven firmly into the offside. Mishra trying to get to the ball. They're looking for 2. This is a good throw. Is it good enough? Oh, not quite. Dave is quick. Dave is very, very quick. Those young feet, well, they will never let him down as he comfortably comes back for 2. Siva is quick as well. Both these batters are batting really well. And fair play to Sivanand. As soon as he's come into bat, he's carried on from where Karan Jain left off. And they have taken the review for third umpire. They want to check whether he had gone inside the crease or no. Well, the review is unsuccessful right now because he was comfortably inside the crease. He was well inside the crease, almost crossed the return crease as well. That's how in he was. Comfortably comes back for two. The youngster Dev. Very rarely will you see someone as young as him get run out unless there's a direct hit involved, because that changes the dynamics of the whole scenario. But Sivanand and Dev complementing each other, getting another couple of runs. Wow, well bowled, and that's another single. That's magnificent running between the wickets, played with extremely soft hands, and they get one. They will be on strike. .90 the score in this 12th over. It is run a ball, a little less than that right now. Dave on strike. Dave punches it through the offside. It's straight towards the fielder on covers, and it is a dot ball. Oh, what a shot that is. That is going to be at least a couple of runs. Running through danger end and easily comes back for two. That's magnificent running between the wickets. And when he hit that shot, Siva was screaming out loud. What a shot is what he said. Easy 2 runs, and Dev is looking superb up there in the middle. His confidence is blooming. And that's pulled away, and that's going to race away towards the fence, I reckon. Not sure if it will be stopped. The outfield is soaked in dew and the ball is automatically stopped, so that's interesting. Easy 3 runs. Amit with a long chase. And they get 3 runs. Brilliant running between the wickets. Siva, fit as always. Is the last ball of the over. That's a play and a miss, so that will be an end of 12 overs, and at the end of 12 overs the scores 95 for 4. Sumiran into the attack outside off stump. That's a wide delivery, and he's cut away into the gap. Are they going to come back for 2? I don't think so, just 1. They'll have to settle with 1. Sivanand is on strike. There's a man at catching cover, a normal cover in position. There's a short point and a short third man. 4 on the offside inside the circle. Sumiran. Short ball. Siva pulls it away. He's hoiked it away to the leg side, and that's well fielded. Wow, Amit. Magnificent stuff. It's just a single. That was top draw stuff. It's brilliant fielding from Amit. Skied away into the offside, and that's another single. Scoreboard ticking slowly and steadily as the game goes forward. Siva goes up-ish in the air, but into the offside for another single. The runs are coming quite comfortably now. Even Dev is looking extremely confident. Siva's elegance has rubbed off on Dev, and you can see both of them are batting well in tandem. 99. Dev goes into the leg side. Has he hit it all that well? I don't think so. He has to run inside and take the catch, but it will just fall short. And the 100 comes up. 100 is up in the 13th over of the innings. 13 overs, 100 for 4. Ashray is into the attack. Dev is going to be on strike. 100 for 4 after 13 overs. Another 43 to win of 42 deliveries. Short ball, that's very well played into the offside. Dev gets a single as well, giving the strike to Siva. He's batting really well here, Sivanand. Still have a couple of players padded up who would be itching to get out there in the middle. The mid-wicket is now in place. Got a short mid-wicket, covers, point and a short third man. Siva on strike. Short ball, it's the inside edge. Are they going to go for 2? I think they should. It's in between 2-3 players. A yes-no situation. Dev says no. It's a good early call by Dev. He was supposed to run to the danger end is what he thought, and fair play to him. It was the right call. It was a good throw from the keeper to the non-striker's end. Would have been a close call for Dev to get there. And they're right now completely in control of the game. They're on top, so they do not need to take any sort of risks here. 16-year-old kid. It's like boys against men, boy against men. And this is what will test his character and eventually build it. Once he plays those crucial knocks. Again, it's cut into the offside. That's great running between the wickets. He was running to the danger end, and well, he's quick. He's really quick between the wickets. That's good running from Siva as well. Siva running to the danger end. Siva was the one who had to give the call away. It was a quite loud call, an early call. And Dev quick to react. It's a matter of one big over for the FAIRLANE fighters. Complete control of the game this time. It's pulled away into the leg side. Should only be a single. Amit will cut it off. Just one. It's the 14th over of the game, and we'll have a change of ends after this over. Right now the bowling's been being operated from the far end. After this over, it will be from the com-box end. Dev is on strike. Oh, that one kept low, and that's missed by the keeper. and they will comfortably go back for 2. Dave is quick. Dave is very, very quick. He is not going to be even flinching his eye as it's a couple of runs buys taken. If they're not coming from the bat, they're coming as buys. Runs are flowing thick and fast here. That's a plainer miss outside off, and that is the end of the 14th over. At the end of 14 overs, it's 106 for 4. Well, the new batter in at the non-striker's end is Vinod Muthu. Siva tries to go down the ground. Is that an inside edge? That's missed by the batter and the keeper inside edge, and that's gone for a net worth properties 4. Trying to use his feet and put pressure on Manvendra Mishra. Siva trying to go down the ground, and that's 4. Thirty-three more to win off 35 balls. In complete control. FAIRLANE fighters, they won the toss. They elected to bowl first, and they've put up a strong show, getting the JC Spartans all out for 142. And in this run chase, they've completely been in control right now. They lost a couple of wickets in the middle where it felt like it would be topsy-turvy, but Karan Jain with his magnificent hitting at the top of the order And then Sivanand along with Dev trying to take them over the line. Manavendra making some field changes. Is there a bouncer coming? Deep backward square leg in position. There's a short square leg as well, along with the mid wicket and long on. So 4 on the leg side, 5 on the off. Mishra. A short pitch delivery, but Siva has opened the face of the bat. It's gone towards the deep backward point region, and that's going to be another 4. It's a beautiful cut shot into the gap for 4. Manavendra been it for 2 fours of 2 balls. Another net worth properties 4. And well, it's a typical fast bowler's reply. When he was charged down the track on the previous delivery, a bouncer was expected. What is going to happen here? Full toss onto the body. Well, he did not get any bat on it, else it would have gone towards the fence behind square on the leg side. There was no one at short fine. Mishra. Can't get him out, just injure him. That's the mantra from the bowler's perspective. Manavendra. He's got good pace. Not seen those bouncers yet. Slower delivery, very well bowled. Another dot ball. Comes back of the hand. Really well bowled. Still a couple of balls remaining in the over. Oh, that's almost taken the head out. What a shot that is, straight as you like. Net worth properties 4. Siva using his feet, getting to the pitch of the ball and just whacks it past Manvendra's head. Moves on to 29 now. And well, if someone needs a helmet, it is the bowler, not the batter. With the kind of shots that Siva is hitting. Last ball of Manvendra's over. He's asking the keeper to come to the stumps. Yorker outside off, and that's missed by the keeper as well. That's gone for another 4. We'll see what it came off. It is 4 byes. 16 of the over. 3 boundaries of the bat. And 4 byes here. Net worth properties boundary to end another over. Swabindra into the attack. Plays into the leg side this time. It should be at least a couple of runs. How many? It will be 3, I think. I don't know. The way Siva is running, he wants 4. It's going to be easy 3. Will they go for the 4th? I think they're going for the 4th as well. Well, they've taken 4 runs here. Not sure if it's a boundary here, but they take 4. They run 4. That's magnificent running between the wickets. In the last 7 balls, 20 runs have been scored. It's been a perfect performance, this. Top display. Oh, he's tried to cut the ball this time. There's an appeal made. I think it's just an optimistic cry. As it is yet another dot ball. Rabindra has bowled well in his first spell, but he's been hit into the offside this time. That's a magnificent shot by Vinod. And that's his first boundary, a net worth properties 4 into the offside. He waited for it, enough room to play the cut shot, not enough pace in Ravindra's bowling that allowed him to get on top of the bounce. And he hits it behind square on the offside for 4. So another boundary. They're only dealing in 4s, 27, in fact 28 in the last 8 balls. Last 9 balls scored. Oh, he's tried to go down the ground. That's much better from Ravindra. Is it a little too late? Another 13 required of 26 balls. It's going to be a landsliding, a crushing victory this for the FAIRLANE fighters in their season opener. And what a stroke that is. Inside out. Vinod Muthu is wasting no time. Another boundary for him. Inside out. Net worth properties 4. Through the offside. No chance for Manvendra. Nine to win of 25. What a performance this has been. Vinod again tries to slog the ball into the leg side, and that's going to be a single, and that ends the over. An expensive one. 8 to win of 24 now. 4 overs remaining. By 8 runs to win, and it's Hiren who's been given a chance to have a go. As Vinod is on strike. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery, but missed by the batter and the keeper. Going to be a single. Hiren. Off the back foot, played into the offside. That's a dot ball. Sivanandan is looking to finish things off early. 7 more needed. Hit firmly down the ground for a single. One hit away. The FAIRLANE fighters winning the toss. They were the toss covers powered by Just Baked in this KFT Holidays MCA BKC Members Premier League. And is that going to be the winning runs? Yes, it is. He's finished off in style. That's a magnificent strike into the leg side for 6 runs. And they've won this game. That's the match for them. Win by 5 wickets and a top-notch performance here at the Somaya Cricket Ground. And a victory for the FAIRLANE fighters. A team effort as they get their first points and open the tournament with a win. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. FAIRLANE fighters winning by 5 wickets, and if I can have the winning captain here to give the award away. Chetan bhai, Muthu bhai, any is fine. Give the team player of the match award away, and the best performer from the team that came second was Varun Sabu. Very well done. Very well played, Varun bhai. Superb knock.
Welcome to the post-match presentation. KFT presents.
It's on, it's on. Thank you so much. And now moving to the best shot of the match. And if I can have the captain of the losing side here to give the award away. If yes, Manvendra. Please come here. It's very difficult for him to walk after. It's okay, Varun bhai, you can come to give the award away. Yep. And the best shot of the match in today's game was Karan Jain with that blistering blow down the ground. Well, now for the best fielder, we have our sponsor Pilates Academy, and if we can have Vishal sir from Pilates, yes sir, here he is. To give the best fielder of the match, he'll also get a coupon, a voucher for one free session. And the best fielder today was Amit Kothari. Where's Amit bhai? Couple of magnificent stops. Well done, Amit bhai. Superb stuff, Amit bhai. Superb. And finally, once again, if I can have Varun bhai to give the final award away for the player of the match. Varun sir, for the player of the match, if you can give the award away as the captain of. Yep. Thank you so much, JC Spartans. And before I give the award, a quick thank you to all our sponsors here, KFT, Holidays, and all the other sponsors, Net Worth Properties. Thank you so much, everyone. Equitas Small Finance Bank as well. And finally, the man of the match today opened the bowling in the second over with his, mystery spin and now scored not out 30 runs. It is Siva, who's going to be the player of the match. Super performance, Siva. Finishing the game off for his team. +30 not out. Going strong, the first win. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's it from the presentation. Thank you.